Hello everyone and welcome back to the Formula 1 2021 League. This video is so overdue. I mean, I'm not even gonna look when the last one was posted, so I'm so sorry for the people who were actually looking forward to this. There was a couple people who asked me about it, and it's not my intention to have delayed it, but my career has been moving forward, so no bad news there, but I've been busier and I've recently taken up golf, funny enough, and it's been distracting me quite a bit. So I've been trying to enjoy the summer as much as possible and not think about being on my computer as much, which is always a good thing. But yeah, you're also probably wondering why you're looking at lap number 9 right now of 13 on this track. So a quick explanation is that as much as I should say my teammate and I have a potential to win the Constructors' Championship in this race, we needed a 1-2, and there was actually only 6 of us racing. And while that should increase our odds, our two rivals were also racing. So I took a risky strategy and missed my braking point. Good job, Michael. And Chills goes in the back of me. Good job, Michael and Chills. I went for a risky strategy of very low fuel to see if I could try and beat this out. And you can see I'm in first, my teammate's in fourth, so a 1-2 is not out of the question right now, but we'd have to be quite fortunate, and God, man, when you don't have a wing on this track, it's really bad. But you can see my fuel is, I have exactly 0.02 laps of fuel more than what I need, and I tend to burn way more fuel throughout the race, so this is not going to be enough. So this is unfortunately gonna be the end of our season. As you know from the last video, if you were watching the entire series, you'll know that Sir Chills and I are just having a little drag race into the pit lane. I think, is he coming with me? Yeah, he's coming with me. Trying to be brave with my no wing. You'll know that we clinched the Drivers' Championship, so that's not really a concern right now. I really had nothing to lose on this one. We only had something to gain. And you see my teammates now in second, as me and Chills have now gone to the back. So if there was some way we could come back in the next 3 laps, there's a potential, but I think it would be a great disservice to the skill of both Sinful and Morose to say that we could easily beat them in this race. So I'm not shocked that this has been the end. They've raced very well all season. So first off, congrats to them for winning the Constructors. It's been a lot of fun. This has really changed how I've raced. Even recently, I've been playing a little bit offline, like I usually do, and trying to see if I could switch to manual, see if I could improve myself on manual at all. In fact, I'm only making myself worse, so I'm probably going to revert back, but I'm starting to get the game a bit more. I'm rambling. Anyways, so what is this video going to be? Why am I just making this clip besides just to pat myself on the back, pat Alfa Romero on the back? I want this to be, as the title implies, I want this to be the last race, with the highlight being I crashed, and all the other season highlights. There's been some great highs, there's been some great lows, great drama in between, and great racing overall, so I want to showcase that here, and I hope you guys enjoy the clips that you're about to see. If some of them look new to you, you should go back to the rest of the playlist and see which race you missed. If Michael is kind, future Michael I should say, in terms of editing, I'll put little cards to say which race it is. If I'm not kind or I'm forgetful, you might just need to go searching. So anyways, rambling aside, I hope you enjoy it, and here we go. Oh, I'm gonna spin. No! Fuck! I can't even get back. Oh my god, dude. It is about 7 seconds, maybe 6 seconds, and the VSC's ending, and I'm trying to just stay green, and right as it ends, for whatever reason, it decides that I was not green, even though you never saw my my delta turned red there, which means I have a drive-through penalty. And this is one that if you do not serve, you will get disqualified from the race. So I now have to serve this. This is worst case scenario.
15 minutes.
And so now I go to serve my pit penalty. I need to do this before the end of the race. You saw it said serve in 3 laps. That is the window in which I will be disqualified if I wait too long. And if this looks painful to watch, just imagine how painful it is to drive, counting 16, 17, 18 seconds in the pit. Easier, but the worst is gonna happen. Oh, I got an itchy neck. Oh, please don't. I'm gonna spin. I spun. I'm out.
Dead?
No, I'm just like, I'm not in the point. I'm gonna be in the points, but god damn it, why did I have to be itchy right then? He won't get it here, but he is already on my inside, and I have a really bad line as I mount the curb, and he's gonna get a free pass, and all of a sudden I have an Alfa Romero on my outside. I have to give Moreau's space. I'm trying to hold the inside line here. I know the braking spot's a little awkward, so I give him space there, and my back end kicks out as well, and I am going to be into the gravel, and it's going to be rough for me as Sinful on his medium strat is also going to catch me here. On to lap number 3. So DRS is activated. You can see I've got 2 seconds on Morrow, so there's no worry about DRS, except I'm going to have the worst moment of my life. That's an exaggeration. I'm going to have the worst moment of this league where my game stops, and instead of the AI taking control of the car, it's just going to freeze me in place, and that 2-second lead I've just built up. But now going into the sliding corner, I see Tristan on my right going for an overtake, and he gives me no room as I get pushed off the track, and it ends up with him in the wall. He's not out, but he has definitely got a damaged wing, and somehow I come out with he's out of battery. I'm at 60%, and I'm going to use all of it here. And you can see Moreau's is sending whatever battery is. I want to get ahead so Moreau's can't slip down the side, but he has just enough battery to keep me out, and I have to fall behind Eric. And now I'm looking to do what I did on turn 1 and go around the outside to have the inside of the next corner, and we're getting a little bit of a tap. Moreau's is gonna get, and he squeezes, and he just holds it, and Simple is right behind us, so it's all gonna be down to this. I need to pass him soon. My tires won't last that long. I need to send it here, and my braking spot's a little late, and I'm gonna go into the back of Eric, and I'm gonna spin, and that is my race solidified in the...
Burrows must have a low downforce setting.
I'm gonna have to wait right now as I'm trying to get this corner nicely. I get track limits, a big slap of oversteer, and I'm gonna go into the wall, and I just slow down enough that there's no damage on my car. Really fortunate, and it plays out that I end up giving my teammate track position anyways, but we both lose a little bit of time. 5 red lights. And it is a pretty good start for us. A little too many revs, so I'm going to have to take a look. We see, though, that Tristan has a drive-through penalty. Means he's jumped the circuit, and he goes straight into the first corner. And he immediately comes back on and gives us a little wheel nudge. And it's very shaky moments to start off. And I can see that I have people on my inside. I have to be very careful. So now... start of the race, 5 red lights, and it's a slow one. Checker, I see a little bit of smoke come out of him, and I have a really good start, so I immediately turn on the overtake to try and get him into this first corner. He's also got the overtake on. I have the inside, but he has the faster line, so I give him some space on the inside. He gets the inside of the next one, pushes wide, and we go wheel to wheel, no contact, and I have a lot of grip here. I've practiced on the time trials, and I put on the overtake again, and we're side by side once more into the next turn as well, and I'm giving him space, and I just managed to hold the grip, but here I have to hold off on him diving down the inside as well, so he's going to gain on my back end, and we're just going to hold it as we go into the dangerous part of the track, and I have a huge snap of oversteer, and I just managed to hold it. Checker just manages not to hit me from behind. We talked about it afterwards, and we were just so excited about what. Take a look. I want to get past Checker on this lap so I can fight Moro on the last lap. I'm making a bit of a mistake not staying in the slipstream there, but it also tells me that Checker's looking to pass here. So I turn off my overtake and try to tuck in as they go too wide into the chicane. Checker giving way to Moro. I just stopped myself from going off the track a little bit, and I'm right on Checker's ass now. So this is the part where I need to pass, but there's so few passing places here, and yet I'm gonna try and find a spot. That was probably one of my best moves ever.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
Legendary overtake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to bring in a finish, wait for incidents later, and
Oh, Sinful's out.
Green flag.
disaster
Speed
merchants,
now.
Mike.
Let's get some heat
Yeah,
into
a
those
little
tires.
bit. Now lap number 7, and you can see that nothing has really changed except for one thing. My tire degradation has not gone up that much, and I guarantee Moro's has gone up quite a bit. And you can see his backlight flashing, so I want to try and get an overtake here, doing those late braking. I've done so much. He's going to push me right to the line, and we're just going to get a better exit, and I think he gets the DRS, so this is a bit awkward here as he's very fast. I'm just going to slam whatever battery I was saving against Sinful and force him to try and get up the inside while I take the longer, faster edge there, and we are side by side still, and he's trying to fight, and we're gonna get the inside onto the next turn, and that's gonna give us the advantage to retake the lead of this race. I'm gonna get a clean exit here, and we're just gonna try and hold him, but you know, if you haven't seen it once already, here he comes down the inside. I have to kind of give him space, and I get pushed really wide this time, and we're over the track, and he is going to take second place here, and he got DRS, so now I have to be mindful of Chills behind me, who doesn't have any penalties, and he's gonna have a little bit of a look, but I think at that point I already had control of the corner. Small time jump this time. I'm gonna cut a little bit of the fluff in the middle. You can see Moro's light is flashing, and I'm going to take him on the DRS on the inside. He's gonna go deep, and I have to give him a bit of space so he has room. And he will get DRS on this one, so I need to use a little bit of battery. He's trying to go into my slipstream, and this time I'm going to, more importantly, push him to the outside so he has to brake really hard on that inside. And if I had done that in the first place on the earlier laps, it would likely have been a similar position. Final lap, you can see Moro's, he's close enough. My battery's at 4%. We can't really fight it, but I can force him super wide. I need to make sure that while we're fighting that he doesn't get in front of me, because if he gets in front of me, he can break through the last few corners and make it so I fall out of 3 seconds for Sinful. So really defensive on my part, and Moro's is now fighting Chills, so he should be off my back now finally. Down the straight, and this is where your setup can really harm or help you based on how much straight line speed you have, but you can see I set pole position with a 1:23.6, and I'm going to try and make that stick, and I'm not going to put any more wear. You can see there's 2% on those tires.
Please nerf restricted.
Even if I lose 3-4 positions, I think I'm okay to retake the lead. And now we have 5 red lights at Australia. And it's away we go, and the revs are a little awkward. You can see them go up, down, up, down. I'm trying to see if I can get enough traction to Sinful here to dive in the first corner. I decide to back out, but he still needs to leave me enough space, and I get a little bit of oversteer, and now I've got 2 cars on my backside. Chills is really close to me. He has to go on the grass to avoid contact, and he is racing Quasar Phil, my teammate, into this corner. He looks down the inside, but the corner is shut. See, as we go through the chicane, he gets a really bad exit, so we're going to put on the overtake, trying to go around his left. He covers it off a bit. We're gonna go into the wall, and it's tires on the side, and somehow we get away with no damage and manage to stay in his DRS range. Really fortunate to have both tires hit the wall rather than a wing and not have a tire snap off as well. But now back to where we were. The DRS is helping me close that gap yet again, and the hunt is still on. I still have a lot of battery here, and we're going to be right on Sinful. I'm not sure if he gets DRS from Totally here, who's ghosted from being a back marker, but we are going to pass Sinful, and we are going to retake the lead a lot smoother this same time. Straight here, I am pitting this lap. I want to get a bit of an undercut. We saw how long the softs are going to last, so I'm throwing all my battery on this straight. Maybe should have stayed behind Simple, but I'm actually going to throw it to the other side, take the inside line, get in front of him, and have a nice little break, force him around the outside, a little bit of a lockup, and he does get the switch back as a result. So now I have to take the inside of this line, another lockup, so he's going to get the switch back again, and he's going to take the inside. I'm going to have a look into this blind left corner, but there's not enough space. He gives me space there, but he's going to have the faster line, and he's going to hold it, make sure that he can keep a car between us. So I'm actually not going to use any battery here. I'm going to let him make the move. You can see his light flashing, and he's going to make a move at one of the trickiest parts to actually overtake, and it's on the chicane, and Moroz makes the move work, but Checker has such a slow line that I immediately get to attack Checker here because I have DRS again and Checker does not. So I'm going to take over on him in the first spot, the exact same as the first turn, and we get second place as of right now. So now we are still behind Moroz. Our game plan is to come down to this last straight. I know he's got a fairly low battery, but it must be a little above 10%, so I'm going to immediately turn on my battery, 40% to work with, DRS activated, and we're going to push everything we can. His light starts flashing. We still have 20%. We're going to have a look on the inside here. I'm going to see if I can make it. The end's coming. I can't do it. I have to tuck behind him, go into the straight now. We get a really clean exit, and I'm going to throw everything I can. DRS again. We're going to go side by side right across the line, and I'm going to beat him by 0.03 of a second to take second place, actually, because my teammate, after penalties, takes first. It's his first pole position, first place win of the season, and we get the 1-2 finish that we need to stay competitive in this race. What a crazy finish. We are at 220 points. The max points you can get in a race is 21, meaning that we have won the Drivers' Championship. We have secured it now before the final race. It's a huge... So that's it. That's the end of the season. I really want to thank everyone who decided to watch these videos and support these videos, support the entire season overall. It was a lot of fun. A lot of energy was put into not only the racing, but these videos, especially this video. It's taken a surprising amount of time trying to splice these all together, so I really hope you guys enjoy that. Not sure when the next season is going to start, but I know there is interest in it. We're not sure what the format's going to be. But when it happens, I will be doing the same for that as well, so I hope you guys really enjoyed that when it comes out. But for now, for this season at least, this is the last time you guys are gonna see a video, so thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Start tripping, now I'm blue. Mega man, I can't win for losing cause I got too many haters, man. Used to be the paper boy, grew up now I'm mega man. Player 1, player 2, show your ass what players do. Up